you get in the business?
I was always a record collector, so I spent a lot of time just obsessing over records and where they came from and how they were distributed. So I quit my first real job and decided to go to work at the record store. So I made my way through Capitol Records, did a little work for iTunes, Concord Records, Rhino, and now I own my own company, Omnivore Recordings.
Okay. So it was always the love of the music and the desire to share it, make sure people know about this material?
And you know, over time it became a lot about preservation and a lot about representing the music so that I feel like there's so much change happening right now that if an artist's music isn't part of the conversation, isn't brought out to the public and the mass market again, they might get left behind. Maybe they'll be found 100 years from now. But if I can help keep them present and current in the conversations, I feel like that's part of my job.
Yeah, it's so often a fact, especially with the old-fashioned record deals and record labels, that the artist was expendable. They're here today, gone tomorrow.
Right.
It's a one-hit wonder collection. It's best of the 80s, whatever. But you know, that artist that came up with that material usually has a whole lot of other material, and
there's a whole other story to them.
Yeah, they have a right to earn from that music.
Absolutely.
You know, it's good to see that you can keep some of this music alive. What are some of the current projects or things that have been passionate for you?
When I was at Rhino, I produced the Big Star box set, and so it was a natural progression for me to start my label with Big Star's Third, which we released last year for Record Store Day. This past week, we just released Alex Chilton's 1970 sessions. So, and then it's doing crazy numbers, which is great because Alex was he's a cult artist, and now to be able to bring him back into the conversation again. Monday we'll announce our partnership with Ernie Kovacs and Edie Adams' estate. So being called Omnivore, we like it all. We're gonna try to do whatever we think is good. We're gonna take back out into the market. So and across configurations. This past week we released the Jellyfish records on vinyl for the first time ever commercially. So things like that.
Beautiful. And with your history of seeing so many sides of this business, what advice would you give to those young artists coming up today to really stand out of the pack and hopefully have a lasting legacy?
Wow. Practice, be passionate, and do it yourself for as long as you can. Until you need that help and that muscle to take you to a broader audience, just go right to your audience. It's such a diverse market right now, and it's really hard to get any message across for anybody. So go find your audience and speak directly to them, and just be as passionate about what you're doing as possible.